Hello, I'm Bruce Lorincz, and this show's called Bruce on the Loose. I'm here in downtown Wadsworth. A lot of activity going on. Across the street, we have people that getting some shrubs ready to go. And I'm with Bud and Bloom, Karen Lapadakis, and Diana Allum, and Pam Pavlik. Yes, the three ladies that are very instrumental in Bud and Bloom. Pam, how long has Bud and Bloom been in existence?
Bud and Bloom was established February 17th, 1950, 75 years. Yes, it was started by a group of ladies who had a vision to make downtown Wadsworth beautiful, make our citizens proud, make the general public going through our town to be impressed with our quaintness and our beauty. So these ladies got it started. It was much smaller back then. Of course, they had minimal money to work with.
Sure.
Just collecting dues from once a year from our members, and they had a very small budget. And so today we have much more money to work with because of the generosity of donations from people in the community. It's been overwhelming, and this is how we are able to purchase flowers for hanging baskets, the town, the pots. And we have 25 members, and everybody has a job in our group, and they are just generous with their time and planting.
Well, congratulations on your anniversary, and
Thank you.
I'm sure that some of the new people coming in probably didn't know that history. Diane, a lot of pride in making Wadsworth beautiful.
Yes, a lot of pride. I've been in Wadsworth for 30 years. My husband is a Wadsworthian. He grew and was raised here. And I just love to make our community beautiful.
No question about it. Karen, what about the support? You know, we just talked a little bit about the support. It's just kind of unbelievable how many people enjoy the flowers.
Oh, the whole community. This is just my third year in the club. And just knowing and receiving thank yous and people that send messages and notes that say they just love it. It's actually their donations through the utility bills that come out about March that we receive their donations, and it comes back, and that's how we're able to purchase and plant the pots. And that's what we're going to do today. Is the ladies are all here getting ready to do the corner pots. We also take care of the pots down at the south end of town, and also up at the senior center up by the Y.
What about the hanging baskets I see over at the gazebo? There's some hanging baskets there. Do you?
Yep, we take care.
them?
Yep, we take care of the purchase of all of the hanging baskets. I think there's about 40 hanging baskets throughout the downtown area, and then anything else that's through the different foliages and things that through the center of town, and that's taken care of through the city.
Well, my timing has always been pretty good, but today the truck is here, the flowers are here, and you ladies are ready to roll your sleeves up and get something done.
We are. In the past, we've had some help from a young man that was a landscape architect. Many people probably know Zach Woodruff, and he used to help us, but now we're rolling up our sleeves and doing it ourselves, and we're going to enjoy it.
And a lot of camaraderie. People talk and get to know what the family's doing.
It's social, not
Right.
just fun digging and getting dirty, but the socialness of all of the community.
No question. How long have you been in the group?
I've been in 15 years.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Same with me. I've been in 15 years
15
as well.
years. And what about if someone has bad health or wants to get out of the group? Is there a system
There
how
is.
you get more?
So some of our members that no longer can be physically active, they like to go to what's called an associate membership.
Okay.
So we still collect dues from them, and they're allowed to participate in many of our activities. And we welcome to have our associate members. So we have 25 active members, and we have right now 8 associate members. We're all getting a little bit older, so we're hoping to bring some younger people into our club.
Right.
Yeah, and it's great. We have our membership includes many committees that people. We have a programs committee that they plan all of the meetings that we have and bringing speakers in. Or sometimes we go out on a field trip. We'll go to a garden center, or we'll go to an art museum. And each month we have a meeting and we do planning. the programs, and then we have a projects committee, and they take care of picking out all the flowers and planning the spring planting and the fall planting and the winter gazebo decoration. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Garden Club is a wonderful group of women. They're all good friends, and we enjoy each other. So it's great.
Someone may assume that you plant in the spring and that's it. So it's not, I just got an education that you do things in the fall.
We keep it going almost year round. Like PM said, we do the fall pots just here in downtown. Some things going up on the gazebo and that too.
Right.
But we also do, we have another young lady that comes and helps with the gazebo that we work with, Debbie Indo. And we come on down here, and this last season we had the trees, the pine trees, but we chose to take those out. Which we can do. We're able to make those choices. But we work very well with Colton Hen up at Blooming Acres. Hi, Colton. And his beautiful flowers. So he's a great guy to work with. We get together in January. Come on in, Colton. We need to get him in here too.
Yeah.
Never a full house. We enjoy. And your name?
Colton Hain. What was your name?
Hey, Bruce Lorincz. Bruce
nice
on
to
the
meet you.
Loose. This is my
Yes,
show.
wonderful.
Looks like you have a lot of flowers set up here.
Quite a bit of them
tell
grown
us
this year, so we decided to go with lantana. It's a great durable flower. Has this beautiful cherry rose. It's called Cherry Rose Sunrise.
Okay.
We're going to put those king tuts as a centerpiece, and then we're actually doing these in a manner that I like to garden at the house. So we start these baskets 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, right.
About January, so almost 6 months, and then we put them right out of the hanging basket, clip the wires, pop them in the ground, and you have 6 months worth of growth, and they're ready to go all summer.
Fantastic, fantastic. So how long have you been working with Bud and Bloom?
10 years.
10 years.
This is my 10th growing season, 10 years, and then the 5 years in high school was pretty much me running back and forth until, loading for the deliveries, but so a large chunk of my life.
Do they ever ask?
Absolutely wonderful to work with.
Do they ever ask you for things you can't come up with or have to go elsewhere to find?
Every once in a while, and we always make it work.
We do.
Right.
Absolutely.
And we all get together every year. At the first of the year, we set a meeting and we pick out kind of the best of the best. We'll go through the catalogs, look at what's new on the scene every year, and make it happen. We like to try new things every year, and it turns out great.
So there's a lot of planning involved in this. A lot of planning.
Oh, a lot
it
of
isn't
planning,
just you
yes.
stick a few things in and hope and hope.
No. And Colton is just a godsend to us because he's knowledgeable, and he'll kind of guide us on what we should do or should not do. And it's been wonderful working with Blooming Acres. They are amazing. So
And you probably have a vote on what to put in.
we do. We have a vote at our meeting.
Democracy.
Yes.
Well, it's a government teacher. Yes, democracy.
Democracy. Yes, we vote on everything in Bud and Bloom, and so everyone has a say. And it's great. Yeah,
No question about it.
for sure.
So why don't we take a little break here, collect our thoughts, and Dave can get some pictures of all the flats. It seems like a lot of different things you've brought in.
Thank you, Bruce. I really appreciate it.
A lot of things that are, very bright,
Super
and
bright.
colorful.
And those sun patients, we went with a vigorous variety because obviously it matches our baskets. The vigorous, the best of the best.
Right.
Part of the plan.
No question about it. So we will take a little break and come right back. This is Bruce on the Loose, downtown Wadsworth. Back with Bruce on the Loose. Colton Hain is with us from Blooming Acres, and he's going to show us up close and personal some of the flowers the ladies are putting in. What about this? This is kind of unique plant, isn't it?
It really is. This is a Tradescanthia that they came out with a couple years ago. It was Nanook. It's a new take on an old plant, and the breeders put this beautiful variegation in these leaves. Absolutely wonderful look to it. Has a nice purpling and the obvious green. That's normal.
Little color.
Yeah, a
Ladies
little
can work
additional color splash on a
Yeah.
classic plant. And then these, of course, everybody's favorite sun patients. We decided to go with the vigorous rose pink to match our baskets, which are, vigorous and pretty wild.
Sure.
But yeah, the sun patient breeding is absolutely incredible. It's a nice genetic to work with. And new as of a few years ago, right here is a new type of sweet potato vine by Proven Winner called Medusa. Really cool because it has, instead of the classic leaf pattern, has a nice spillover, and these are part of our spillers of the planter that go over the edge. You have a nice hand pattern on the leaf that looks like little Medusa name, accenting the nice little reachers out, the little fingers. And then we decided to go with this absolutely beautiful bandana cherry sunrise, and that is our star of the show.
Wow.
Lantana is a very durable plant, holds up to the heat in the summertime, so really great choice. The Bud and Bloom Club and I got together, picked these out January, started them shortly afterwards, and 5 months later they're ready to go in the baskets.
Is it consensus right away, or is it kind of give and take?
We meander. We go through. We look at all the
Right.
newest genetics, all the stuff that's on the market, and I go to the Cultivate Columbus Horticulture Convention every year,
Okay.
and I bring back pamphlets and news on what's new in the industry. We get together, and the club and we go through the options and pick the best of the best.
So when they started in 1950, some of the plants probably aren't being used today.
And maybe even like this, where the same genetics have been,
Right.
altered and
Right.
changed, and they put new spins on stuff, which is absolutely wonderful. I love the horticulture industry for that.
No question about it. So where do you have to go to get some of these plants?
We get these when they are about this big
Oh boy. Yeah.
in January. And we pack each basket full of plugs and liners that are grown, some locally in Ohio, some in Michigan, in this area of the country. And we start them, grow them in-house, and build them into what you see today.
Well, that's interesting. We thought maybe you just took the truck up to maybe Wisconsin or somewhere and got them, but you do a lot of it yourself.
We grow about 85% of everything on site.
Oh, that is really interesting.
We even introduced Ohio-grown tropicals, where some of our liners, we get tiny liners and grow tropicals and varieties, that are really unique in-house.
So how long have you worked with Bud and Bloom here in Wadsworth?
10 years.
10
Yeah,
years?
10 years total. And the 5 years even in high school was me honestly loading their orders
Right.
when our family would work with them
Right,
also. So
right.
yeah, I've been working together with them this is my 10th growing season professionally.
So have you learned a lot from them?
Oh, a ton. And going through and we've trialed so many varieties, so
Right.
many new things. It's nice to have a group to, loves to find the best of the best.
No question about it. Well, thank you for your service and working with them, and we enjoy it.
I appreciate them so
And the
much.
people visiting for various restaurants and all sorts of things, they probably really say, well, Wadsworth's kind of unique community.
Absolutely love it. And the downtown, I'm looking at the guys doing the installs, the city, everything, they hit a home run every year.
Don't forget your hanging basket. You have anything to do with those?
Those are grown in-house.
Okay. Tell us about those.
So the hanging baskets are, this year we went with the Above and Beyond combo. It's an absolutely super vigorous variety, and the bubblegum, the fuchsia, and the silverberry, and those three varieties are used to just create a really nice, some people call them even triple pinks, but it just is the loudest, that's actually what I use at my house, by the way.
Okay.
The loudest hanging basket combo out there.
Great.
And it really gives an eye. When you drive by, it's there.
Yeah, people notice, and there's no question about it. So we'll be back with the final segment in just a moment. Back with the final segment with Bud and Bloom, and I guess this is really historic. 75 years that you've been. That's a long time ago.
It's a long time.
Long time ago, and so every year you do this and beautify the city.
Every year we do this. Spring, summer, winter, fall, we got it.
Can you comment on some of the changes in the plants you've worked with? It seems like you vote on them, and it's really
we
changed a lot.
decide who's ever in charge of the project committee, goes with Colton and decides what kind of flowers we want to plant. And throughout the years, we've changed quite a bit because our pots have changed. We had these ones that were on the ground that were stone.
They were very small.
Very small. Then we got little tiny ones that are bigger, and then we got the huge ones this year.
Yeah.
Thanks to our community for donating to help us buy the pots.
So and still you'll take further donations from the
We
community.
will.
Not that we're twisting any arms, but
without community donations, we would not be able to do this because our club is a very small club and we only rely on our dues from our members, and we do what we can, but without the community support, we would not be able to do this. So we're so pleased that so many people are so generous to give us funds to work with.
And that's not counting people kind of moving into Wadsworth and finding out about this historic city.
That's true. Yes, that's true. And for 75 years, we've kept it going somehow. And people have come into the club, and people have dropped out, for different reasons. But we work together. We have several committees. We even have a publicity committee, and that person comes down and takes pictures to put on social media. Our programs chairperson has a committee that she works with, and she plans every month what we're doing. And the project committee, they plan picking out all of the flowers and doing all of the decorating all year long. And we have a sunshine committee that we send cards to members that need a sympathy card or something, little pick me up. Yep. And we just all work together. Everyone in the club has a job every year, and we have a new president every year. We have a executive board, and every year it turns over and it's voted on, and everything is very democratic, democratic, I should say.
Karen, in a few minutes I've been here, I noticed that the ladies work so well together that they enjoy doing this.
We really do, and unfortunately, because we were running a little bit behind this morning,
which we always are.
We always are, but that's okay. We're retired and we can do that. Our own schedules. We have everybody has helped in one way or another. Like Pam says, everybody has a job to do. We had a wonderful this past Tuesday. We celebrated our 75th with our May luncheon. And that was a lovely luncheon celebrating the 75th. And we invited members that have been from the past. So it was great to see a lot of faces we haven't seen around.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful celebration.
It was.
I mean, we hope to continue another 75 years
Absolutely.
with some younger people.
I don't think we'll be here for that.
No.
We won't be here for that.
You never know. Maybe science
Maybe our girls, maybe our daughters,
sure.
or granddaughters.
I learned a lot in this segment from Colton about, you just don't choose any plant. Maybe
we don't.
If there was a plant that didn't do very well,
right.
you throw it to the curb.
We've had that experience.
We've had
flowers that just don't seem to work, and we do want to say thank you to the City of Wadsworth, and we work with Nick at the Parks Department. Him and I have been in touch numerous times. But we also have a gal that is our waterer, and you can see her every single morning early with her little tractor watering container, and she's out and she's doing all of the plants, all of the baskets. Right. So we thank her. That's part of her job through the summer months and that watering. But we do. We get together, like Colton said, and we choose. We look at his magazines, and he lets us know what's going to be healthy for these corner pots and for the hanging baskets. And we do. We got to make our choices. We actually had to do a switch out just this past Tuesday.
Uh-oh. Tell me about that.
Well, we didn't do a switch out. We added these beautiful bright pink impatiens. The lantana wasn't quite as pink as we thought when we looked at them in the magazine in January. Or December actually, and so we added those at the last minute to help bring out the color in that. So as you can see, they're beautiful.
So when people come by, they should maybe give a honk and say, "Boy, I saw that show that they were planning."
Yep.
It's gotta make you feel good to be part of beautifying Wadsworth.
Definitely, and I like this year how we changed up the plants compared to last year. They look awesome. So you did a good job. And we're also donating this year. We're having for the 75th anniversary, we're having a stone presented, and it's going to be put somewhere, maybe by the gazebo, or we don't know, maybe in the park, but
wherever the city tells us we can put our
to be determined.
We're going to have a plaque.
To be determined.
Yes.
Yeah?
So-
TBA.
Yeah.
No question
We'll have
about
a plaque
75
on it.
years.
Yeah.
What do you get out of being in a group like this?
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie, friendship.
Yeah,
These,
friendship.
these ladies are awesome.
Yep.
They're such nice friends, and
Yeah.
it's
We've
camaraderie.
gotten to know.
And
you
I've
get
been
to
here a
new-
few
new
minutes,
people.
and the big pot is already
Yeah,
looks like
already
completed.
established.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then working
They're working on the other corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really
Yep.
a situation where they don't have any stone unturned. They just work.
Everybody
work.
kind
Everybody
of,
works.
you get in a group and go.
Would be nice if it was a little bit warmer today.
Yes, I can attest to that. A little cold yesterday
Yeah.
with umpiring the police and fire, so we did
Well,
that yesterday.
We planted in the rain
Yes.
back in
Done
the
it, yeah.
fall,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
winter
we've
time.
never been lucky with weather.
no.
Talk about the fall. Did you do some different plants then?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, and that's all chosen, early on in the year.
We'll have
this year,
that.
Karen's been in charge of all the projects, and the committee gets together and they plan what they're going to plant in the fall, and it's themed around the fall, and then they also plan what they're going to do for Christmas, the Christmas pots and the gazebo.
So it isn't just the summer. You
No,
change
no.
up
We
from
do
time to time.
We do around the year, and being project chairman, I have this wonderful committee, and we do volunteers. And Shelley Davis, she was our fall gal, and she helped put that together. And Pam Douglas and Carol Slatke, they helped with the winter. And like I said, Debbie Indo, she helped. She comes and does the gazebo.
We really go year round.
Yeah,
We do.
sure.
We
Because
do.
our meetings run from September through May, but then during the summer, the committees are still meeting to plan what they're going to do in the fall. So we do have to meet all summer long. As well, it's casual. It's more casual. It's not a formal meeting.
So all you're
But
looking ahead,
always,
looking ahead to the
always
next
looking
season.
ahead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No question.
Exactly.
Every week we tend to the flowers to make sure we deadhead them throughout the
Right.
week. So
I think that everybody has a job. We sign up for the
everything
whole
has a
summer.
week.
Yep. Everybody has a week.
Sounds like
and-
Bud and Bloom's very organized.
Oh, it's
I
a
mean-
We
well-oiled
are.
machine. After 75 years, it is a well-oiled
We've got
machine.
it.
Yes,
no question about it.
We have a few little frou-frous that
Every once in
but
a while.
life is.
Sometimes we
Life
just have
is,
to go to
and
Plan B.
Right. Right.
When they brought the three big flats in,
Yeah.
I thought maybe they'd be there for a while, but it looks like one is
they're
almost
gone.
empty,
Yep.
and the others are
We've
being
got the four corners
Yeah,
all
yeah.
being taken care of.
Usually when we
That's how
get
we go.
started, it goes pretty
Yeah,
fast.
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah?
usually when we
it
get
does.
started.
Well, ladies, I learned a lot about Bud and Bloom and your leadership and making Wadsworth the place it is. And thanks for viewing Bruce on the Loose, and we'll be back next week. In fact, the end of this week with another good story. Thank you.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.